What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Pablo, aka Grandma's favorite grandson, aka more AKAs in the HBCU. I ain't saying no more, no less. You know who I am. You know why I'm here. Another episode of that Toxicology Report, and I am here with my best friend. Say hello, best friend.
Hello, best friend. It's your boy, best friend, aka the man where salt, pepper, and ketchup and hot sauce equals a UTI. So make sure you drink plenty of water and eat some grass.
Oh man, he is so nervous right now over a UTI.
UTI is like an STD.
Right, that's it.
He heard three letters and it's like STD, HIV, UTI. Yep. It all must be categorized in that bad.
Yeah, he think he going to jail.
I'm mistreating my dog.
Right,
they gonna call the police on me, the dog police.
Oh man, shout out to Trez. Hope your dog get well soon, man. It'll be all right, man. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, man.
Speaking of HBCU, since you said that in your thing,
I did.
Did you know that I watched an interview with the Baltimore Ravens owner today, and he said he puts a lot of time and effort and money into HBCUs because he feels like it's a travesty how much they're like fucked over when it comes to money.
Yep.
He didn't say those words because he's too professional, but I'm paraphrasing for him here. And when he says that he says he's not saying it in a sense of, he said that when he looks at who to give the money to, he can literally see that those schools are almost purposely left out of funding.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he chooses those schools, because it's a fucked up situation where, they may qualify, but they're literally left out for other schools that may be better schools, whiter schools, whatever the case might be, schools.
Okay.
So he does a lot of that, stuff. Like he said, he donates. He doesn't have time to do stuff, but he said he'll contact a minority school or less, wealthy school and say, hey, look, I don't have time to stuff them. I'll buy 1,000 book bags and all the supplies. I'll give them to you. You just got to find somebody to stuff them with the supplies. So he said he'll use his money to do those type of things in, more deprived areas. So,
yeah, that's a good deal to me. That's a good fuck. I'll find somebody to stuff 1,000 goddamn book bags.
Right.
But that's what Dion said when he got to Jackson State. He's like, we need more funding. The only way we can get funding, sadly, is through sports, because that's the big draw. And he was like, just imagine if LeBron went to a HBCU or Dwayne Wade went to HBCU instead of Marquette. Like the narrative would change. All the money would come there if the talent shows up. Like right now, the talent is so lopsided that it's going to, the predominantly white schools as opposed to HBCUs. So, yeah, if they can get some more funding, Diddy said he's going to donate $1 million to Howard. So, we'll see.
We'll see.
And he said, and Jackson State. So, he's going to give up $2 million.
Hold on. How he going to donate $1 million to the school, but he can't give Mace his money that he owes him?
But you see, Shine was on stage with us. On him and Shine are good now.
So, I'm just saying.
He got cool with one.
Diddy owes people a lot of money.
He do.
He ain't paying them, but yet he's dropping $1 million here and there for schools.
He is.
If I'm Mace, I'm going to register an LLC and make my school name and say, hey, we're looking for donations, and just take Diddy's money.
Right? Speaking of Diddy, he had a toxic moment people kept telling me about. So right now he's dating a rapper. I can't remember which one it is, Miami or JT, one of the city girls. He's dating her. And he was on stage doing his speech, for the Lifetime Achievement Award. And she had a sign up saying, hey, Poppy, right? Her friend was trying to pull her down, like, sit down, you're doing too much. And she's like, get off me. Hey, Poppy, at the award show. The first few sentences out of his mouth was, I like to thank Cassie for being there for me, through the hard times and the hardships, and I still love you.
She put that sign down real quick.
Yeah, the sign came down real.
She's like, what? But at the same time, you know, she's probably like, shit, I don't care. You know how they are. Like, look at Biggie. He was smashing them all at the same time in the same crew.
Yep. So yeah, I was like, that had to hurt. Like, you know, no matter how like confident you are in yourself, that had to hurt. Like,
yeah, but you think about it, like, imagine like him dating some nobody who's got no money, no nothing. She gonna be like, I don't give a shit. I'm going home with him tonight, and he's still buying me stuff.
Right.
That's 2022 for you. Women don't care now.
2022.
They want to share. They're like, hey, I don't care. Like, you know, bring her over.
Yeah, that's sharing shit, boy. I don't know, man. Hey, so they're saying that Kourtney Kardashian may be in trouble, bro.
What's she doing?
Like, no, because they're saying like Travis Barker is doing real cultish type shit.
Oh, you mean that trouble? Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
Like like that relationship reminds me of Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly's relationship. Like that's some weird cultist type shit. Next thing you know, they're gonna be drinking blood and all this weird shit.
And now they're saying that Travis is in the hospital for some reason.
He probably overdosing or whatever. Who knows what he's doing?
Or Kourtney realized he had money and she did something to him, and now she's the wife. She can get the money. I'm
sure Kourtney has way more money than him.
Nah, he had that rock money though. Didn't they tour a whole lot?
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything in the last 10 years, 12 years. Like that's 12 years of money running out.
He has a little bit. He has a little bit.
I'm sure he has a little bit. Like, pull him up. See what his net worth says. Like, we do it for all the black people. Why not do it for the white people?
You do. Let's see. Travis Barker. Damn, he's 46?
Yeah, he's old.
Shit. His net worth as of April 14th. He got that Blink 182 money, man. Hold on. Why they not talking about it? Hold up. He makes $2 million a year. Just showing up for shit. He just made $2 million a year. Oh shit. Yeah. It's going out just as fast as it's coming in. So if he was smart, he's breaking even right now. But
so you figure $2 million after taxes, basically 50%.
Yeah.
So you got $1 million, and then after agent fees or whatever else he's doing, you know, he's bringing home $750 out of that $2 million.
Yeah, and they said that when Blink stopped, $50 million. So he's at $50 million, just chilling. So no telling what he got to give his ex-girlfriend for the kid, and then all the hospital fees from when he got burned. So
you're talking about $50 million 10, 12 years ago, whatever that was. Yeah. So you're talking about, let's say that's $5 million a year. That's I'm telling you, man. These artists out here acting like they live in life.
Wife got $65 million. So
yeah, you might want to keep her.
So, but yeah, Nuta Butter apologizes for sending out a tweet that you would have tweeted. He tweeted out, "N is for the way you nut at me." They're apologizing for that. Should they apologize?
No.
Why they apologizing, man?
Why they apologizing? It's a cancel culture. Like, you know what? We can't say N.
No,
we can't say nut.
Me. Yeah, you can't nut at me.
Like, so I saw a commercial the other day. It's an asphalt commercial, and it says, if you don't use us, it's your own asphalt.
Asphalt, yeah.
Call 410 Asphalt. If you don't use us, it's your own asphalt.
I saw that too.
Are we apologizing for that? Like, no, like nut at me, like, no.
But that's true. It's your own asphalt.
Yeah, it's your own asphalt.
It's a double entendre. He's happy, man. I don't know. But yeah.
People just get mad about everything nowadays.
They do. We might be out of business soon, sir. Wendy Williams is jumping in the podcast ring.
She's still alive?
Yeah. She's happy. She said she's gonna make more money doing podcasts than she did a talk show.
Oh, I'm probably sure about that, but like last I heard, like the bank seized her assets and like put a lock on it because she wasn't doing too good.
Yeah, but she said she gonna bounce back. So
okay, well, more power to her. Who's she gonna have on there?
Right, they need us on there. That's what they need.
Yeah, they need us or 50 Cent.
Right. So Eric Holder, the man who killed Nipsey Hussle, was due in court today. He did not make it to court today because he was attacked. They're saying it's pretty serious because they said if you got sucker punched, you'll still go to court. You just have a bandage over your head. They said he could not make it to court. The judge said we're not doing court today.
Are you shocked? Like, I'm shocked he made it this far.
Yeah, I'm shocked too.
I thought for sure, like the first week or two, he'd be done.
Oh yeah, the way everybody was talking, like I thought he'd be dead before he even got the trial. Like he wouldn't even make the trial. So, but yeah, that happened today. So,
and the problem is, you can't really put him anywhere at any facility. Somebody's going to, somebody's going to know, somebody's going to learn, somebody's going to reach out to him.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well take him out of jail and put him in a safe house.
Yeah.
If you want him to live, but at this point, like, fuck him. He took a life as an eye for an eye.
Yeah. But, I guess because, just like Wayne Jenkins, like they had to put him in like some country ass jail that nobody knew who he was. They might have to do something like that. Like they might have to put him in one of them super maxes and put him under the ground. So
yeah, you're gonna have to put him in super max in like northern Wisconsin, somewhere there, like where it's all white people under like 12 feet of snow a day.
Yeah, and the only thing you see is just a building, not knowing it's like 12 feet underneath the ground.
You can barely see through the snowstorm what's there.
So, Ghislaine, that's how you say it, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh yeah, Giselle.
That's her name, Giselle.
Yeah. They call her Giselle, but it's like Ghislaine. Yeah.
Okay. Jizz.
Miss Jizz. There's a lot of Jizz going on there too.
Jizz got 20 for her role in the Epstein Island situation.
I thought for sure she wasn't going to make it. I thought they won in jail. She was going to wind up dead too.
But she didn't tell.
Like, yeah, that's the fucked up thing.
She said she was going to tell, but she didn't.
Yeah, which is weird because even if you say I'm gonna tell, and then somebody gets at you, you're like, nah, I swear I'm not gonna tell. They don't want to hear that shit. They're gonna take you out anyway. I want to know. I want her to tell. I want the shit released. I want to know the names. Like the courts know the names. Somebody's going to get that information. Like
like everybody else said she was going to tell, but she never said, "Oh yeah, I got some shit for y'all." Like she just she kept the street code, man.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's. Yeah, they better put her in some maximum shit too.
How old is this? If she knew Jeffrey, she gotta be old, right?
She was his fling,
right? So how old this nigga? Ghislaine Maxwell. How old is Jizz? Jizz is 60.
Yeah.
So she be home 75 if she good.
Probably 72.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. If that.
Just shut the fuck up.
I thought for sure she was going to cut a deal and not get anything and give up the names, but I guess she took the 20 and said, nope, I'm not snitching.
Right.
But I want to see, like, I know, like, there's rumors that, like, the Smiths are on there, the Clintons are on there.
Yep.
Trump's on there.
The Carter's on there. Like,
yeah, Beyonce for sure, they said.
Yep. But she said, all Beyonce said was, we used the plane. We didn't go to the island. That's what Beyonce said. See, that was before they bought their own plane. They were still renting out planes back then.
I used the camera. I didn't take the picture. Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying, bro.
Like somebody let you use their plane, you got a one-way ticket somewhere.
Yeah, they said that's when they was going to like the Mediterranean and all that. They said that was them days.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see what else. No more abortions. If your state say no more abortions. Like Arkansas already said fuck no. Missouri said fuck no. It's a whole lot more saying nah, we're not rocking with abortions anymore. And they're saying you can't leave the state to get an abortion. If you are a resident of that state, they shutting that shit down too.
Which is weird because a lot of companies now have come out saying that we will pay the travel fees and reimbursement for if you have to travel out of state for any type of medical care due to that or other illnesses now.
Right. And then it's also crazy because the states that do allow it, some of them are saying 6 weeks. Like women don't even know they're pregnant sometimes at 6 weeks. Like,
right.
It's like,
so I think they're trying to like appease people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're trying to say, we're going to make it such a short deal that way you can't get it. It's like, okay, we're going to let you get it, but after 2 days, like you're done.
Yeah. So basically, no more mistake babies. That's what they're trying to cut out.
Yeah. So I guess what's going to happen to the Plan B pill?
Yep.
Either that stock's going to go up.
Yeah. They're some of them are regulating. Some of them are like they're not selling. The stock is dwindling. They're like, yo, we're not sending these out the stores.
I'm about to buy some stock in Plan B then.
Yeah. And then a lot of Planned Parenthoods canceled all their appointments, which is fucked up. Because if I had an appointment, somebody doing this shit. That's all I'm saying. Like,
right. Like, well, where you going? Lunch? No. Come back. There's no lunch.
Right. Yo, what if you smashed the ugly girl and got her pregnant?
And then you're stuck.
You set the appointment, and all of a sudden it's like, nah, ain't no appointment.
Yeah, like you're like, man, we got this appointment, and then this bill gets passed, and you're like, what the hell? You couldn't wait another day? You couldn't pass this bill tomorrow?
Oh man,
I feel sorry for all them people down in West Virginia who getting their cousins pregnant.
Bruh, speaking of, there's a lady that's a co-host on The View. Her name is Sunny. I'm gonna say Hostin, Hostin. She says she agrees with the decision. She doesn't believe in abortion. No exceptions. I don't care if it's incest. And she says her Catholic beliefs. And since you're the resident Catholic on the panel, how you feel about that, sir?
So I've been like thinking about this whole thing, the religion part of it. And, you have people saying, hey, your fake book, we don't even know if the books are real, right?
Right.
We're just, we're putting all our faith in these books. And I feel like sometimes the book is left up for interpretation, like the religion, any religion,
Yep.
Thou shalt not kill. Okay, what does that mean? Thou shalt not kill family members, friends, and like, what does that mean? Like, that's a lot of interpretation there that you can argue to fit your point on whatever you want that to say.
See, Buddhists say don't kill anything. Don't step on ants. Don't kill no cockroaches. Nothing. Like they say that.
Yeah, see, it's very specific, right?
Yeah.
So with being the resident Catholic, like I'm not buying into like people saying, oh, my beliefs. Like your beliefs are what your own personal beliefs are, not what this book is telling you. This book is up for interpretation for people. You just want to jump on a lot of the bandwagon stuff and say, based off of the book, So the book also says, you shouldn't drink, you shouldn't cheat, you shouldn't commit adultery, you shouldn't, there's a lot of things this book says, but your ass out here doing all that shit.
Correct.
And then now you want to just pick something that, goes towards your argument or your point and say, oh, the good book says. Well, bitch, the good book says don't have 10 kids by 10 different guys either, but you're out here doing it.
And for those who don't know what Sunny Hostin looks like, she's African American.
Yes, she's not white, so don't blame it on us.
She's a black Catholic.
Because I'm sure somebody's like, had to be a white woman.
Yep, just because I said Catholic. That's why I let it be Catholic.
Catholic and incest, they automatically said, okay, West Virginia white woman.
Yeah, man. People been asking me about this, and I'm like, yo, like, it's your decision. Like, if you don't want to have the baby, then you don't have the baby. Like, I get there's other options, there's adoption, and other things, but there's other factors as well. Like, there's some people who can die having babies.
Yeah, trust me, I have kids, so I know this. Like, there's a certain test that you have to do when you're a certain way along.
Mm-hmm.
That tells if the kid's going to have like Down syndrome, things like this, whatever the case might be. Now, is it wrong to abort the kid just because they say, hey, might have Down syndrome? I think absolutely. That's my belief, my personal belief. That's not the Bible, but I don't know what the Bible says about, hey, don't abort kids with Down syndrome.
Right.
But at the same time, like, there's things that there's tests that they do and say, hey, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to make it. This isn't going to whatever. But you can't do those tests until you're a certain thing, along, a certain way along,
Yeah.
So when you're saying, no exceptions, I feel sorry for people that, get raped and get pregnant. Like, that's your choice. Like, people that don't get pregnant live with that and they're traumatized for their entire life.
Yeah.
With no baby. Imagine adding a baby to the mix of that. Imagine the people who have AIDS and everything that purposely rape people. And what happens? You get pregnant there. Like, as if, are you just going to, pass that along and say, hey, your problem?
Exactly. And then not all cases, but when you give up your child for adoption, that's traumatizing to the child. Especially if they never met the mom. They're like, oh, yeah, like, I'm not your mom. You find out like at 13 that your parents are not your parents and your real parents gave you up. Then you like, oh, so they just didn't want me? Like, that just...
What was wrong with me? What I did?
So, yeah, man, I just said, let them decide their own thing, man. Like...
Yeah, like, I have a daughter, I have a granddaughter. Like, I wasn't vocal on this one on social media because I'm just like, I don't want to, argue with all these stupid people, whatever. But like, I want my daughter to be able to make a decision, you know? So.
Yeah, I stay clear of it, but people ask me, off of social media and I give my opinion. I was like, yeah, man, like, your decision. Like, I don't care.
It's like I see people saying, well, there's a big news thing yesterday saying the NBA and the NFL haven't come out on their stance about Roe versus Wade being overturned. Like, why do they need to come out with their stance? What does their opinion fucking matter? It's almost like the thing being, the religion belief. Like, why the fuck does your religion belief matter in overturning this? Like, what the fuck does the NFL have to do? Like, if the NFL going to come out and change their mind? Absolutely not. Like, who gives a fuck what their opinion is?
They're going to ask the deputy commissioner, see what she say. They're going to
ask we're the NFL. Can you do us a favor and switch this back? No.
Right. You're going to ask the female coaches, the female refs. That's the only people you can really ask. Like,
right.
I don't want to hear from goddamn Aaron Rodgers about goddamn Roe versus Wade.
Right. What the hell is he going to tell me about it?
Right. Like, I don't want to hear fucking Antonio Brown talking about goddamn Roe versus Wade. Like,
exactly.
But speaking of Plan B, CVS, Rite Aid, and Walmart are to start capping purchases on Plan Bs, so you can't buy a whole bunch of them no more.
People try and stock up and sell that shit. Like, I'm telling you, I'm about to check that damn stock out. Like, I'm gonna write it down so I remember.
Yep. Yeah, so they want to make sure there's a constant supply. So almost like when the pandemic was, we don't want you buying up all the toilet paper and shit. So everybody out there, stop buying 10 packs of goddamn Plan B. They're $50 a piece any damn way. You shouldn't be buying 10 of them though.
Right.
You got $500 to spend.
Bro, I know somebody who goes through them things like, you know, it's water. Like he's just ridiculous with it. Like I'm like, bro, just be careful. Buy condoms. Like put a fucking Ziploc bag over with something. Like he's horrible. If you're out there buying 10 Plan Bs, you're horrible.
Oh, Wendy said her first set of guests will be the Kardashians and Snoop on her podcast.
Of course, she needs somebody that's going to really set the tone and set it off for her and get viewers. So her first set of guests are going to get her 1 million followers or likes or whatever you want to call it because it's going to be the Kardashians.
Hey Kim, come on our show, man. You know, we called you toxic before, but you know, that was for the show. That was all
Kim,
show.
Let's talk about, you know, how much dick you like to suck.
I'm trying to get on the show, bro.
Maybe that's the topic she wants to talk about. Let's talk about the abortion Roe versus Wade with Kim.
There you go.
You know Kim's had some.
Yeah, she's a lawyer. Okay?
Allegedly.
She's a lawyer now.
Allegedly.
Yeah, let's talk about you being in law school, Kim. You know?
Yeah. You know, how much of the book did you actually read, or did somebody help you pass this?
Yeah, see, my best friend will believe you. I believe you, Kim. So come on in. Come on in and talk to us.
Tell me what page 514 of the bar book says if you took the test.
And then also, I don't like the reaction to this shit. Now they're talking about, you know, because you know if they stop abortions, now they're going to go back and start fucking with other shit. So now people are worried about interracial relationships. They worry about fucking segregation, like,
LGBT.
Yeah, like everybody gonna get hit now.
Gay marriages,
bruh. If I you will hear the NFL and the NBA if they overturn Loving versus Virginia. That's when they'll come out like, oh.
Yeah,
no more white women. Whoa, wait a minute.
Right. We don't support this decision one bit.
Yeah, you supposed to love who you want to love.
Right. They're going to start having pansexual flags.
Yep.
On the NFL, you know, logo.
LeBron will come out with the rainbow shirt on, like, yo, love is love.
He's going to have a pair of the LeBron rainbow shoes out next.
Right.
The rainbow 18s.
Bruh. Nick Cannon says he is a hopeless romantic, and he admits that he's failed miserably in monogamy while in relationships.
I was gonna say he's a hopeless romantic, but he's out sleeping with everybody, getting them pregnant with no relationship. And how can you even love any of them people? Like you're just, you know, Plan B. You need to buy a bunch of Plan B. Like you're that man.
He's the one. He's the one they capping.
He's the one because they're like, yo, this dude right here, man, this punk. I hate Nick Cannon, and I hope Uncle Poochie's listening because that's his role model.
And Nick Cannon, if you want to come on the show and defend yourself, you know, I know you don't like to talk to white people often, but if you want to come on the show and defend yourself, come on in.
And I'll bust his ass for M. Like, let's do a celebrity boxing. I'm not a celebrity.
And we'll never be on the Nick Cannon show, and he would never come over here. So, then you fucking up all the guests, sir.
They're all trash guests anyway.
First of all, I think Nick Cannon would be a good guest on this show.
Why?
Because
he's toxic.
Report. Yeah, it's Toxicology Report. I think he'll be a good guest. And when he starts talking like trying to be all like philosophical and shit, we'll shut it down. Like he won't. It won't be, you know, like you know, the man ain't supposed to be monogamous. Only seahorses is monogamous. Like what? Like shut up.
But you said you're a hopeless romantic,
right? But nobody supposed to be monogamous. So, but Nick, if you want to come on the show, come on, man. We ain't got no problem with that.
Come on, we could debate.
Rosa came on. Come on, Rosa can come on.
Rosa bigger. She bigger star than Nick.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So,
shout out to Rosa.
Hey, So there is a man who had the balls to tell his wife that he will divorce her if she did not get back to the body she once had before they got married.
Good for him. I can't lie and say I haven't been there before.
Hey, why would you do that?
I never said I would divorce you. I'm just saying, like, I may have said some stuff about, going back and whatever the case might be. So for being honest,
life happens, sir.
You're telling me, like, that was the old me.
Okay.
But I have done that before. Not saying, divorce piece of it, but yes, right. I have been toxic like that.
I have never been that toxic. Because if I like you before, there was something there. It wasn't just your physical. That's why I liked you. It was something more than your physical. Why I liked you. And everybody know, I'm a fluffy connoisseur. So if you do get bigger, you're only just looking better to me as you're going into your final form. So
his dream girl is Lizzo.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Lizzo. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lizzo. She got a boyfriend now. I'm so upset with her. Lizzo, I'm mad at you. Come on the show so we can talk about it. That'll be a good show too. I think
Bring him on.
Be a good
Bring
show.
the boyfriend with him.
Nah, leave the boyfriend at home. Me and you gotta have a conversation. But I think Lizzo will be a good episode if we can get Lizzo on here. It wouldn't be anything she's used to. I tell you that shit. We're not gonna interview her. We're not gonna ask her what show coming out.
Right.
I think that's why Rosa liked it so much, because we didn't ask her, all that other extra shit. So yeah, Lizzo, come on in. But yeah, so yeah, that man's brave because she actually started losing weight. He need to be careful because she's gonna fuck around, lose weight, and then leave his ass.
So he's a narcissist.
Yes, 110%. But you
100,
like that.
Yep, women like that though.
Women love, no matter, they got the TikToks, they got the hashtags, like fuck narcissists, I survived the narcissist, but they still be with them. They still be with them. And then, nice guys be like, what's up? Nah,
we ain't interested.
Yeah. Hey, the fuck?
I went from a narcissist to a nice guy.
Right. Me too.
See, there's hope out there for you people.
Yeah, if we make it, you can too. All right. A Carl's Jr., which is Hardee's on the East Coast, employee is arrested after a customer found meth in their burger.
First of all, how you know what meth was? Like, if I find something like that in my burger, I'm like, what is this? Was it still in the packet? Was it out of the packet? Was it on the burger, like seasoned?
It said a bag of crystal meth was in their order.
Okay. I'll be like, is this sugar? What is this? Like, what is going on? Like,
right. And the only reason why he got arrested, because it was 2,000 feet away from a school. That's the only reason why he got arrested.
The drug-free school zone?
Yep, that's it.
Wow. They're reaching for stuff now.
Bro, he looked like he on meth.
But don't worry, if that was in Baltimore, Mosby let him off.
He looked like he been on meth.
Oh yeah, he was super pissed when he couldn't find that meth.
Yeah, he probably the coolest white boy in the kitchen too.
Yep, calm, not complaining about nothing.
Yep. So, but yep, only reason why, because he was fucking in the school zone. Shout out to the school zone, man.
Taking people down one person at a time.
He got a bag in there.
You can't stop people from coming in there and shooting that bitch up, but you're going to take down the guy at Burger King or Carl's Jr.
That's what they said, too. They said, so you telling me if you hold a lady at gunpoint and rape her, the gun is the only thing that have the rights in that situation. Welcome to America, people.
2022 in America.
Oh, I ain't watching football this year, sir. I ain't watching football this year.
Why?
Because they spread false narratives about my mans, and that's why he said he didn't want to go up to the damn stadiums and do the shit, because when nobody see it, they start making their own narrative about what happened.
So what happened?
So the executives for the Raiders said he did very well. He's still in shape. He still has a cannon. All the players who don't like him are saying that, oh, somebody on the inside told me he was trash, he was terrible, and they don't know why he even showed up.
But there's got to be film. Somebody recorded it.
Somebody recorded, but nobody's showing anything. He's not talking either. So until he says something, I ain't watching.
Yeah, I'd like to wait to hear what he says. I'd be interested to hear that.
Because, you know, if it was truly negative, he probably would have said something by now. But
right, he would have came out and said they half-assed it. They didn't give me the
Right.
time. They didn't give me this. Yeah, so he would have said something. I still think there's room for a deal to be made.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, especially with everything going on like Cleveland, like Watson. You know, they're talking about a full season for him.
They're saying definitely now.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know that's going to leave Baker there. Baker's trying to go to Seattle. You know, there's going to leave a lot of openings around. You know, once Watson falls.
Yeah. So we'll see in August. But as of right now, I ain't watching, bro. I said y'all. I told you I was gonna watch. I told you, right? I said I was gonna watch, but
that's just, you know, for me, like, again, I own season tickets and seats at the stadium, and I get bored with going to the stadium, but you know, I don't mind sitting home, laying around, just watching football. You know.
Yeah. A lot of Devane. He's like, yo, I will buy tickets if you just go to this game with me.
Bro, I own seats. I own 3 of them. You know how many times last year for how many games I waste tickets because I don't want to go and I don't want to sell my tickets because I'm not that guy. Right. So nobody goes. Like, I just waste tickets. Last year, I had to call my daughter like a couple times, like, you want these tickets? No, we're busy. I couldn't even give tickets away.
They played Niners this year?
See? No, I don't think they play them this year.
Oh, well, they play the Niners this year. I might show up. I haven't been to a football game in a long time. Man,
when I go, honestly, I go for the action that's going on in the actual seats.
You got me to go to baseball games because of that. You was like, come watch this shit with me and see what's going on. And yes.
Speaking of which, Junior wants to go to a game soon. So
okay.
You know, maybe you and nephew can, you know, tag along.
Yeah, no problem.
We need black friends to be down in the city.
Let's see, home games. The Steelers, the Browns, the Bengals, the Bills. Oh, Russell Wilson coming.
Yeah.
I might want them Buffalo tickets.
That's going to be a good game, Josh Allen.
If you don't go, I might want them Buffalo tickets.
When is it?
Let's see. What is this? That's September 9th.
Oh, the opening
first game of the season.
First home game, right?
Yep.
Okay. I think I might just be getting back. I'm going on vacation down Myrtle.
Yeah.
And the last week of August into September for like 10 days. So I'll have to check those dates.
Okay.
At this point, like, I don't even want to go to Myrtle now. I just, I don't want to do the drive.
Oh man. Yeah, I do miss that. I do miss being around people. I do miss the fucking $7 beers and shit. Like, I know it's probably more now since I've been there, but yeah, I miss all that shit. I miss the hot dogs. I miss the fucking hot warm peanuts and shit. People arguing, not fighting, just arguing. You know what I mean? I miss all that shit, man. But
yeah, like that. That stuff. Like, even like there's been a couple times, like the last 2 years, me and Michael, I've been to a million Steeler games, but Junior hasn't been to any because the last 2 years when we played at home, both times it's been like a tsunami at the stadium. Like one time we waited out there for like 3 hours and we were so wet that by the time the gates open, I was like, bro, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. Like I'm too wet and cold to be dealing with this for the next 3 more hours. Like
you ain't no fan.
Like trust me, when it comes to that, like Wild Wings, that atmosphere there is just the same shit at the stadium.
It is.
You know, there's everybody has different jerseys on, everybody's talking to everybody, you know, whatever. Like that's what I like about football is those things.
Yeah. I definitely want to see a Yankee game because they fucking killing right now. So
what I'm trying to do for that also is Junior and I are trying to figure out when maybe the Orioles play the Cubs.
Okay.
Basically, what we're trying to do is it doesn't even need to be the Orioles. We're trying to go to a Cubs game one night and a Yankee game the next night. So whenever the Yankees and Cubs are both in New York, we're trying to drive up there, get a hotel for a couple of days, go to the Cubs game tonight, tomorrow go to the Yankees game or vice versa, whatever the case might be, and hit them on both. What is it?
My nephew's a Cubs fan?
No, we're just trying to do the experience.
Oh, okay. Why don't y'all do the travel shit? Go to every
I think this might start that. I think that's why, this was the idea of kind of off of that.
Yeah.
So like we'll see. So start with New York.
I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to do that. Just go to fucking each stadium. Good times. We'll see. I might, ride with y'all a couple of them.
Yeah, see, Yankee Stadium.
I have not been to the new Yankee Stadium. I have not.
I've been to it.
I've been to the old one when you all like this and shit walking through the hallways. Like
literally like super tiny. Like
I couldn't see how Babe Ruth big ass was walking through there. Like I don't understand what's going on.
Well, he was drunk half the time, so he probably don't even remember. He just had a cigarette in his hand and a beer bottle in the other one.
So, but yeah, I want to go to the new Niners stadium. I almost had season tickets to the Niners. But I remember I was talking about moving over there. I emailed them like, "Hey, I want to be a season ticket holder," thinking it's like a waiting list and shit. The fucking the head of like sales and shit called me like, "You still want the tickets?" I was like, "Oh shit." I could have had season tickets, but I ain't gonna be on the East Coast with season tickets because I'm not that guy either. I'm not gonna sell the fucking tickets to nobody. So
it's funny. So last year I read an article and they were like, we can't give away Rams tickets. The guy who did their projections was like, we'll sell all these tickets in a matter of like 30 days. And then they weren't selling at all. So I emailed them and said, hey, I'll buy season tickets. And I was just going to, for those, I was going to sell because it's kind of, West Coast. I emailed them like 10 times trying to buy season tickets. Nobody ever got back to me. And then these motherfuckers won the Super Bowl. And I'm like, man, I could have, like this year coming up, I could have made so much ticket.
Right.
So, drive me crazy.
But, all right, brother. One last thing. That video I sent you.
Homemade porn?
Nah, the other video of the man who brought food to his son and his child's mother. He's not a baby. He's a child. The child's mother was upset because she had 3 other kids, and she didn't have her food stamp money because she spent it all or she sold it all. We don't know how she living, and she was mad. Like, how you gonna bring food to one kid when the other 3 are hungry? He said, "I do this every day. This is nothing new. Why are you acting like this?" And she said, "Okay, give it to me." And she threw the food on the floor.
I think she should be skull dragged across the parking lot and shit slapped out of her.
Tell us how you really feel.
Because like one, it's not his responsibility. Like I get it. Like I've been in that situation. Like clearly, my oldest son. Hey, you don't know this, so he literally just legally changed his last name to mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he was like, "Hey, you're my dad. You raised me since I was 10 months old. You taught me how to be a man. You taught me everything about life, and that was my my Father's Day gift. He gave me a certificate saying it was legally changed to my last name.
Nice.
So for the people that don't know, like clearly based off of that story, like, you know, I could have took, you know, when my daughter was there, like, hey, this for my daughter, like not for him. But, you know, being, you know, I wasn't petty. I was like, hey, you know, I took care of both of them. You know, here's 2 meals, you know, because the same situation, I would expect somebody to do that for my kid if it was the same situation. You know, not everybody has to just say, I'm not doing. Now, again, it also depends on how shitty the mother is. Like this mother seems pretty shitty.
Yeah, she was like recording him pulling up, like
right. Like she's making herself look like an idiot by you know, recording it in the way she's acting. Like, so, you know, unless this was a setup, like she's dumb as a box of rocks for going through the whole process like she did.
Right.
But like I'm on his I'm on his side. Like he doesn't have to do it. You know, if he does, great. You know, great for him for stepping up and, you know, saying, hey, I'm not going to be petty. Like I'll take care. You know, it's just food, whatever the case might be. But she's the trash in the video.
Right. Like even up to the point where they was arguing. I'm like, okay, she has a gripe because she does have 3 other kids, but he has a point because that's his kid. So I'm gonna feed my kid. But when she's like, all right, and fake like she was calm and took the food and threw it on the ground, then I was like, you know what, fuck you. Like, what are we doing here? So now the one son can't even eat. Like, you don't even know if he was going to share with his siblings. He could have shared what his dad brought him with his siblings. You don't even know.
Right.
But you going to be fucking mad as hell for no reason and just throw shit on the ground.
It's 2022.
I think at this point, he need to fight for his kid. And
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
That video right there shows. That's enough to go to court and show, you know, like how crazy she is.
Right. So, yeah, shout out to your dumb ass, and I hope he get his son
out of that environment. Yeah, for sure.
Right. So, but yeah, what I got else? Oh, toxic person of the week. Your girl, our girl, apparently everybody's girl, Lori Harvey. She got new personalized tags. It says dump him. That's a personalized tag. She's driving around now.
She's trash.
So how would you feel knowing the last 7 or 8 people she was with? She got a license plate that says dump him.
Like is this all a game to her to show like she's the dominant one, she's in control?
That's what it looks like to me.
That's what it looks like, but there's license plates like, hey, I'm in control.
Right. And it's like brand new, like probably like the last week she got those. So
yeah, this is all money making scheme thing for her.
Yep. You know, her stepdad, Steve Harvey, taught her well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Get the bag, keep it moving. So Lori Harvey, you are the toxic person of the week. All that good shit. What you got in the sack, brother? And he showed me some of the sack questions. People, they're legit. They're very legit.
That shit was crazy. Like people think I make this stuff up, and when they ask me that question, like I'm like, are you asking me? Like, what's going on here?
Right.
So the question is, you being a cheater that you are, allegedly.
The black guy's a cheater again? Okay.
The black guy. Who do you want to dress? I guess, so the question is, would you prefer your side chick or your main chick to dress the sexiest when you're out? Like, so do you have a preference? Like, I don't, like, if you're with your main chick, like, you're content, you're like, I don't give a shit what you wear. Okay. And then when you're with your side chick, you're like, nah, I want you to wear this. Or is it your main chick and then don't care about side chick? Like, who are you putting on the pedestal? Who you making shine when you go out the most?
Gotcha. Okay. First of all, I don't cheat.
Allegedly.
Black men don't cheat. Secondly, I have categories when I was doing those things. So
when you were a cheater,
huh?
When you were a cheater,
yeah. So
was that before you? Was that before you were black? Because black men don't cheat.
Yeah, that was before I was black. That's when you just called me a white boy. So, so because white men cheat. That's what they do.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So, my woman will be beautiful, right? My side will be sexy. You know what I mean? So, people always ask me all the time, like, what's the difference? So, a beautiful woman can be sexy, but I don't see a sexy woman being beautiful. Okay. So, a sexy woman is somebody I just want to fuck. That's why sex is in the title. A beautiful woman is the full package of it all. So I want my woman to look good no matter what she's in. The sexy woman has to be sexy at all times or I'm not seeing her. There's no point in me even looking at her. You know what I mean? So to answer the question, it's both, but they're dressed differently.
Okay. All right. That sounds like some bullshit. But I get where you're coming from. I can understand. I can see your point. So for me, I think both. Like when I go out, like I want to be with the hottest person in the room. I want people to be like, damn, she's fine, whatever. Like, damn, she's really with him. Like whatever the case might be.
Oh, I get that all the time. Like, how you do that? I'm like, I'm funny.
Right.
That's all I tell them.
So I think, for me, it's going to be both. Like, I want them to, wear specific things, like, and do specific things. I've been with people before where, like, as soon as I see them, what underwear are you wearing? Oh, nope. Go home and change those. Send them home right away to change those underwear. Come back with something better than that.
Now, is that your woman or that's your side?
That's been both.
Okay.
Like, because again, like when I'm out, like you gotta live that profile, like be that person. Even if you're butt fucking ugly compared to everybody else in there, like I need you to be that person where I think, wow, my girl's the hottest one in here, even though she might not be to you, she is to me. Mentally, yep. I need that.
I like that. So dress yourself mentally, ladies, then physically.
Right. And then let me decide what I like and then send you home to change it.
Fuck what he talking about. Okay. But yeah, man. Yeah. I feel like the side should look good at all times.
Like you're trying to take a position. Like when you go to work,
yeah,
you got to put in that work at work. If you want to take my position in my job, you got to do a little bit extra.
Yeah, dress for the job you want, not the job you got.
Right. So you gotta put in a little bit more work there.
Right. Yeah, I think the woman has a little more leeway in how to be, because and I love leggings, but I don't need you in leggings every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
I like joggers. You know what I mean? Mix it up. You ain't gotta be leggings. You can be joggers. You can be little shorts. You know what I mean? Give me a little this, that. So, yeah. Yeah, the side has to be on at all times. Like she cannot have an off day.
Yeah, she can't have an off day. Yeah. Not even during that time. Like
nope. Yeah, like even if I come over and that's what we just doing. Like you need to look good when I'm coming in the door. Like even if it's just shorts, and you got to,
Absolutely. Right.
So, yeah, man. Good shit, sir. Good shit.
As always.
We dropped the gem on them. Dress yourself mentally, ladies.
Yep. Dress for the position you want, the role you want, the job you want, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to describe it as. You got to dress for it.
Know your role. Hold up, let me write that down. That might be the title.
Know your role.
Yep. Know your role.
Oh.
So, all right, man. Anything you want to say to the people? Change your panties and shit.
Don't try to bring in religion to fit your personal belief. If you feel that way, step up and say, hey, this is my shit. Don't hide behind a book to get your. That's like saying, hey, we're cool. I'm not racist, but my Bible says this can't happen. If you're saying the Bible says you can't have interracial relationships, that's how you truly feel inside, not because of the Bible, but because of you. So stop being a piece of shit and hiding behind something. Say what you mean. Say what you want. Say it with your chest out. And then if you get slapped for it, whatever. But I will also say,
what it is. People are scared to get slapped for their beliefs.
I will also say we can agree to disagree. We're not going to stop being friends just because I don't agree with your beliefs. People should be allowed to do that also.
Yep. Because I might be going to a football game this year.
That's right.
And if you're going to buy your son McDonald's, just make sure you get the large fries so he can share it with his brothers and sisters.
Super size.
You know what I mean? Super size.
Hey, you might be the only one bringing food to them kids' house.
Yep. So super size it. So until next time, in the Badius we trust, be safe, stay toxic, and we're out.